Brother, I'm gonna do my best to describe everything he told me. And of course, my fucking battery, if my phone is super dead, so I have this stupid wire, it's making the power. I hope it doesn't cut out. Else it's gonna make it harder for me to fucking move the camera around, but deal with it. I'll try and not ramble too much, but I just want you to know what's going on, everything he told me. This unit right here, this is the shit. It's like a 2 grand unit. There's tubes in it. Very, very fragile. When you grab it and you put it in your truck to take it home, put it on the seat. Do not let it fall off. It's literally very expensive and very fragile. So be careful with it. There is literally glass tubes inside this thing. It's old school and it's fucking awesome and it's fucking the shit. And it's like 2 grand, all right? There's 2 channels. You don't need to worry about this one. You'll only be using this one. From the hook, we'll start with the hookup, I guess. This thing is a mic. It's like a pad. It's like a 20 dB pad. It's called. The mic will be plugged into this part, or no, excuse me, the other way around. This part goes in the back. Let me show you. You go back around to this thing, the back of the unit. Mic input, of course. And you get it. Bam. Sorry. There you go. So you put that on the. Sorry, I know this is going to be super hard to watch and annoying, but I'm just doing my best, man. Sucks we couldn't have hung out, but I'm leaving and you're not here, and that's just how life goes. So, this thing goes in the back of mic input. Then you plug the XLR from the mic into the back of this. It's a pad. You have to use this, right? This is nothing. Line input, you don't use the line. Then the output of this, the line output, is what goes into your Pro Tools. And of course it goes into the line in. Your thing probably has a mic, either 2 different inputs, or it has a mic or line. You want it to be flipped to line input, not mic, because it's the line level, not a mic level. The output of this goes into your Pro Tools. Line level, in. Mic gets plugged into the back of this. That goes out. Back around to the front. Let's see what we got here. Basically, this is... Shit, it's not even fucking focusing. What the fuck? Whatever, man. It's on 2.0 K. It's where it's on. It's in the mic, and it's 2.0 K. It's set there right now. It'll be set there when you pick it up, but that's what you do. Not technically, it's not that big of a deal, but it should be set. Definitely has to be a mic, not line or anything. And it's the 2.0 K. I know you can't read it because my stupid phone is a total piece of shit and it won't fucking focus, but it's 2.0. Okay. This switch doesn't do anything. Well, it does something, but it's not something that you're concerned with, so it doesn't matter what it's set to. Fucking my thing just won't focus. My fucking camera is such a piece of shit. I'm sorry, man. It is what it is. I'll let you know that these 2 switches should be in the middle. They're 3-way, exactly in the center, both of them. They're 3-way switches. Make sure they're in the middle. Both these switches, both in the middle. These switches are also set to where they should be, but just so you know, this top one, because again, this fucking video won't show you anything because my camera is such a fucking piece of shit. The top right one should be set to +3. And the bottom one should be to +1.5. Again, when I'm leaving it in here set right. So, but just so you know, in case a fucking switch gets flipped or something, again, be super careful with this unit. It's very expensive and very high end. So that, all right? Okay. So the only other things to deal with in this unit is this and this. This is your output. This is the input gain. Basically he said keep it at -10 and adjust this to make sure you're not peaking. And of course he's like, if when you're doing talking stuff, because sometimes you got to bring it up to get that, he's like, you need your, if you're doing really light shit, the level has to be somewhat decent. You don't want to, can't be inaudible. But then of course you turn it way up for a talking point or a real low part, you got to turn it down, or back down before you scream. He's like, always says, if you ever peak, you got to do it again. If you see a peak on your fucking thing, you can't ever peak. Otherwise, you can't fix that. He said, though, if there was any issue, he's like, there's no reason why this shouldn't be able to get to where it needs to be level-wise. If for some reason it's just not cutting it, you can turn these up. This is the pre-gain, and every time, it's going to basically make it louder, but honestly, he said basically keep it down unless you have to. So unless you can't get the level to something decent with this, then you start turning this up because that's the gain of the mic. But he's like, actually just keep it down in general. This is the main output. This is the gain of, the signal goes into this. This is pre, and then this is out. This is after it. So So that. So this is your line level, and of course you'll be adjusting it a little bit. For the most part, when you're going balls out, it'll be let's just say here, and then if you're fucking talking, you might have to turn it up to here so it really gets it, and or whatever. I mean, I'm totally pulling those numbers out of my ass. I have no idea how it's going to work with your system, but that's what you're looking at. It's 2-channel. That doesn't matter. This is the on and off. It's tube, so don't turn it on and off hella times or anything. Keep it keep it how it is. I don't remember. I guess keep this up. He said this was up when he said it, so I don't know. He didn't tell me. Fuck, I didn't even notice that. This switch is up. He didn't specifically say anything, but I'm sure that's probably what it is because he said it exactly the way it was. So I guess just keep that one up again. So that's all that of this shit. Fucking the microphone, super high end. Be very careful with this. Just the same. Also very fragile. There are tubes in here, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100%. I think there is. But regardless, it's fucking a very, very high-end microphone. You sing into the side that has this writing. See? This, if it's around the side with the writing, you sing into this. You can see it anyway if you really look. You can see that's what picks it up. And that's the light. The side with this is where you sing into. Not this way or anything. It's got to be directly to the front. That's your spot. He also, unfortunately, doesn't have a fucking stand for this thing, the proper stand. So he took a picture of what you should do to set it up. What? Fuck. Okay. Anyway, hopefully my phone didn't just fuck up. So anyway, I'll be accompanying a picture that he took of how to set it. He gave you also this awesome mic stand that's very heavy. It's a studio mic stand. It's a high-end studio mic stand for you to take in case. I don't know what you have at your house. Maybe you have one like this. I don't know. But he's like, do not put this on a shitty mic stand that'll fall over because, bad shit can happen. So use his mic stand. He even gave you, and another thing he said, because basically you're going to hang it by its XLR, which is fucking bad for the cable, but he even gave you XLRs to use. And the only thing he said was just be 100% sure when you put it in the back, it fucking clicks. It clicks in and it ain't popping out. You know what I'm saying? When you click an XLR and, the button pops out and that shit's not falling because this thing can fall. There'll be a picture and it's literally going to hang from the cord, which is fucking terrible for the cord. But he's just like, it's his cords and he's like, just don't, as long as you don't yank it, it should be fine. It's supposed to be in a stand like this or whatever, but he said it doesn't matter if it hangs, it's fine. He said he's done recordings like that anyway, even with a stand upside down because just it fit in the studio better. So anyway, I'll send you the picture for how to set it up with this mic stand. He also gave you the pop filter on this chair. You can't really see, but I can't fucking move because I'm locked in and the phone will die if I pull it out. There's mic cables. There's a screen pop filter. And I'll send you the picture of how you basically you hang it through the top of this mic and you hang it and you just sing into this and make sure it's obviously that the words are facing you. And, as long as you hang it right and you set the cable right, it won't twist. You just hang it and it'll be okay. That's it. Basically, so you set this all up, you put the pop filter, he said, it's about 3 inches, you can give or take, but you put the spit filter about 3, anywhere from 2 to 4, 3 said really about 3 to 4 inches, something like that, just so, you're not, whatever, and you hang it, and you do it, and you sing through the pop filter. The output of this goes to obviously the input of this thing, with this, the output of this mic plugs into this fucking thing. That thing sticking out of the back, the filter thing. And then, again, like all the stuff I already said. So that's about it. He basically said this is the shit. There's no compression. He actually had a compressor unit, but he said, unless you really know what you're doing, you can fuck things up really bad with it. So he's like, if I was doing it, I'd use it. But reality is like, if you're working with a good guy like you are, Zach, he's like, compression can be always added later. You can't take away compression if it's on the first place. But if you record with compression, you can't take it away, but you can always compress things later. So he said basically, since you're pretty much not super experienced with recording in a real fashion, he said it's better to play on the safe side because Zach can always compress and make it sound better later, but you can't take it away. And if you over compress in the beginning, then you're fucked. So there's no compression, but there will be later. That's the main shit. Basically, so that's it. Today's Saturday. I've been fucking doing the whole. I'd actually go up to Santa Rosa, get it from him, drive it back down here, drive here, and I'm fucking trying to pack for camping, doing a million things. Not a problem. not bitching. It's all good. I'm just saying, trying to get everything done. I'm leaving and I'm not even gonna have my phone, so you should be good. I'll give you his number. I mean, if you really have a problem, go. You can call him. And he said you can call him, but well, not but anything. If you have a problem, you can give him a ring or a text if you have a question. He's way cool. Actually, there's nothing. I'll give you the number and I'll send you that picture also with this link. And that's it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else before I end this. The cables are on the chair. The pop filter. Let me look. That's it. The clips. All that shit's there. That's about it, dude. That was everything there is to say. Oh, the power cord. It's just a standard ass like everything else. One of these deals. Can you see it? I don't know. The regular power cord. Just plug it in. Average. But again, this thing is very high end. Mike's pretty damn high end too. But this thing specifically is very fragile. Don't fucking bump it or drop it too hard. Or don't drop it at all. Don't bump it or anything. Again, old school tube shit that's really nice. So anyway, sorry I said the same thing 10 times in a row, but I'm just trying to make sure I don't forget anything. I think that's about it, dude. I guess just get it all going. Kick some ass. Just remember the peak level. If it peaks... it sucks, but you can't use anything with a peak. If it ever peaks on your register on the meter when you're doing it, it's no good. So that's it. I will put this on YouTube, which is where you'll be watching it right now, or whenever you're checking it out. I will send the picture of how the mic stand can be put together. I'll give you his number if you need it, but I think you're okay. And that is it, dude. Kick some ass, man. Let it all out, man. This is what we've been working for. I know you will. I'm not worried about it at fucking all. Kick some ass, brother, and I'll talk to you soon.